What's up, everybody? Celtic Character back whenever you get those 10s and 20 views. Yes, I'm going to milk football content as long as I can because I need to. This channel no longer does reactions, therefore I know that. But if you want to watch reactions, go over to my new reaction channel, which is not even a month old yet. Go check it out, subscribe there. Tell me what you want me to react to. Anyway, we're doing NFL draft grades. I'm an idiot. One, I already think the NFL grading draft are stupid until 2-3 years down the line. That being said, this is easy content to be all honest, so let's get to it. I think I might do it in a different
A few moments later.
So I see I'll stay up here in this top corner. The grade for the team will go down below me, and let's take a look at this. I'm not gonna rate each pick. It'd be maddening. So we're starting off with the Baltimore Ravens. Correction, team logo. Team logo will be below me. Baltimore Ravens. Apparently they need an offensive line, corner, safety, edge, and defensive lineman. They went Malik Stark, safety. Great pick. Great pick. He was ranked number 1. I had him. You could flip-flop him with Xavier Watts, in my opinion. The only difference is he stayed healthy. So, yeah, great pick there. Mike Green was a first-round grade, but had some off-the-field stuff. That's why he fell. So they really fixed that defensive line, grabbed an offensive tackle. Linebacker from Cal. People are very high on that. Another big man, a corner, a kicker. Does this have anything to do with the Tucker accusations? Just saying. Just saying. A wide receiver from Colorado. Defensive tackle from Virginia Tech. Corner from there. And a guard. Overall, I give this draft an A. They came in. They knew what their needs were. They hit their needs. They more or less got 2 first-round grades talent right there. I think they got the third-round guy in the 4th. This is an A draft to me. I think this is how you draft to build a team. You didn't stockpile in positions that you are overly crowded in. Carolina. And you hit your big needs. Hey, what's one of our biggest needs that we need? Safety. We got the best one off the board. Check. We need to set the edge. Got the guy. Setting the edge right there. Never have too many big men. Great draft for the Baltimore Ravens. Moving on to alphabetical order, by the way. Cincinnati Bengals. They need an edge, safety, linebacker, O-line, and corner. Scrolling down, they had the 17th pick, and they picked an edge. Again, it was a need. They got one of the best ones right off the board. Linebacker from South Carolina. Don't know much about him. Guard from Georgia. Never had too many big. That is probably the best pick. 3rd round and the 5th round. I'm not sure if you can actually read. Are the best pick because guess what? They're protecting Joe Burrow. Also, their biggest weakness is bend their defense. They addressed it multiple times. And they grabbed the running back. Not many picks, but all good picks. I will give this. I'll give this an A. You hit your big issues where your quarterback can't stay upright and your defense was not that good. You hit everything on that board. Moving on to Cleveland, who of course get their logo up. They needed a quarterback, lineman, edge, running back, and wide receiver. I was going to do a video on why Shador fell. Simple version of he is just a he's a less physically gifted version of Johnny Manziel with the benefit of being Deion's kid. So they traded back, by the way, and got Mason Graham. Assholes. I wanted Mason Graham. Great pick. Grabbed a linebacker from LSU. Good pick. Running back from Ohio State. You have Nick Chubb. Tight end. Quarterback, Gillen Gabriel. Running back. So you grab 2 running backs. And then Shador Sanders. I'm giving this draft a C. To be all honest. It started off good. And then it kind of spiraled. It's like, I don't know what your running back room looked like. Like, are you planning on trading Nick Chubb? But it's like, all right, cool. Defense tackle. him and Myles Garrett are going to be fun to watch together. A linebacker adding into that, stopping the run. You basically are saying, hey, try to pass on us. A running back that you may trade. No, this is part of the trade you got. Never mind. Still, this is still a second. You trade up. You trade there. Grab a tight end. You grab the quarterback that you wanted. A second running back, which is kind of weird. You should have probably gone wide receiver or edge there, and then you drafted Sanders. And nobody in that draft room looked happy you drafted Sanders. I give it a C just because it's like up to about like Mason Graham, the linebacker, Carson. I'm gonna try to go for it. Schwinger, the tight end, and Gabriel. I love those picks. I question the running back, the two running back picks, and Sanders. It's like it almost felt forced on you with Sanders. But because you picked Sanders, everyone else is going to give you an A. And last but not least, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who, again, don't get anything fancy. Needed quarterback, running back, D-line, wide receiver, and O-line. Let's see. You drafted a defensive tackle at the first round, fixing that D-line. A running back, which you need, Jax Warrior. I liked him. That's a good pick. I like that pick. Another defensive tackle right there. Look at this. Defensive tackle, and edge. With TJ Watt, I think that is going to be nasty. Will Howard, in my opinion, the third best quarterback in this class. I had Josh Allen type. I have his ceiling at Josh Allen, and his baseline is Baker. So that's a great pick. Another linebacker from Washington and a corner. I like this. I like this a lot. I give it an A. I'm being very friendly. I am being very friendly. Like, this is an A. So, as a whole of the division, I have given the Bengals an A. The Ravens an A. The Bengals an A. The Browns a C. And then the Steelers an A. Not a bad draft. 3 out of 4 have A's. One probably would have got a B if they didn't draft Sanders and drafted a player they needed. I don't even knock on Sanders. I think he would have been good in like a different location, but yeah, that's all I have. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do this twice a week until they're done, except for next Tuesday, because next Tuesday is the first Tuesday of the month. So we're moving on. Next Thursday will be the AFC East. But that's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.